Hello everybody and welcome to Kitaria Fables. Now this is a game, it's kind of an adventure fighting game with elements of farming and things like that to it. So not expecting a pure farming game, but there's going to be some adventuring and things as well to do. There is like a local co-op mode and single player mode, so you can actually play, I think it's like a couch co-op. Which is why it says local. So I don't think there's any online multiplayer, but I think if you want to like maybe sit and play this with your friend or your family or your brother or your sister or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whatever, you just sit next to each other with a couple of controllers. Controllers are recommended for this one. It says just as it loads up. And yeah, the developer for this is Twin Hearts and it's been published by P-Cube Limited. This is another one that I'm just playing the demo of because it is part of the Steam event that's going on right now. Okay, so let's jump in and start a new game on a new save because I had a little practice save. As I always try to do. I always try to do a few minutes and just to get the feel of the game. Okay. So it starts off with me and my friend. Oh, actually, no, it starts off with the backstory, sorry. Legends speak of a time that Kitaria faced the calamity. With scary trees. Once docile monsters were driven into a violent rage by a mysterious power. Brave heroes assembled to protect the people. After an arduous battle, the monsters were defeated and the mysterious power subsided. People returned to their normal lives and peace was restored. Sounds like they didn't really get to the root of the problem though, did it? No. Or so we thought. Ooh. There have been whispers of the calamity returning once more, with no heroes remaining to fight against it. What is the cause of this mysterious power? I should have found that out last time and that would have helped. Will Kitaria ever truly be at peace? So we're fighting in this game, very much so. So this is Kitaria. It is so beautiful and pretty. It's made up of lots of little tiny areas that you can fight monsters in. So we are in West Porfield right now with our friend Macaron. So we've been searching for hours and we still can't find the village. I'm so tired. Are you sure the Commander Blue gave us the right directions? I'm starting to doubt it. What did we do wrong that he was so far from the capital, huh? Gosh. Well, you know that, Macaron. Macaron has all the answers. So he's just going to teach us to fight at the moment. It's given us a little bit of money to start off with. According to the map, the village should be close, right? By the way, wandering around unfamiliar places is quite dangerous, don't you think? We should be prepared for anything, you know, in case the monsters decide to ambush us. Of course, I'm hoping that doesn't happen. You should equip your weapon before we move on. So one thing I will say about this game, it uses a lot of buttons on the controller. A lot. And it might cause me possibly some issues or misclicks. And if that causes me to have to redo something, I do apologise. But I do find it can be a little bit not overwhelming, but it takes a little bit of practice. So let's talk to Macaron again. Oh, all set. Good. Let's get moving. So we've got our sword equipped. That's all they let you have to start with. Not even sending us out with any armor or anything. How mean. Huh? What's going on? Oh no! Sob! I don't know how to do a sob. Some gooeyes are surrounding somebody. They aren't usually so aggressive towards people. Gosh, that poor kid, what do we do? Help her. You're right, we can never abandon someone in need. Are you ready? Yes, here we go. Let's go. Hey, you over there. Didn't your parents ever tell you to be kind to others, especially elders and kids? If you want someone to spar with, find someone who can fight back. Like us, right here. What? Shh, it'll draw their attention away from the kid. Are you gonna fight Macaron? Here they come, get ready. Macaron's gonna like run away. And I'm gonna get hit. Right, so they're being annoying today actually. So basically press X lots, and when you've got a big red triangle, press B. Here then. There we go, all done. I'm annoyed with myself because I took a hit there, but you know, I'm trying not to because you can't take many before you start to run out of healing items. Phew, no sweat. Hey kid, are you okay? That was awesome. I'd never seen anyone fight like that. Ho ho ho, that's because we've been training for years. Pretty cool though, right? Anyway, we probably should escort you home. It's getting late, right, Nyan? Thank you, kind travellers. I live not far from here. Come on, I'll show you the way. So this is Poor Village. Minor spoiler there, but you'll soon find out. There's a big sign, to be fair. Poor Village. Grampy. Oh, my precious kid, thank goodness. I was worried you might get into trouble. She was already in trouble, I might add. I told you not to play too far from the village, Erin. 'Tis still dangerous out there. I'm sorry, Grampy. There was a pretty dragonfly near the river I wanted to catch. Then I ended up bumping into some angry monsters. I was so afraid, Grampy. I'm glad these two were there to help me. Thank you, brave travellers. Grampy looks so done. You should be more mindful of your surroundings next time. Thank you for helping my granddaughter. I hope she doesn't cause you any more trouble. Bah, where are my manners? Welcome to Poor Village. I'm Oliver, the village chief. May I ask who you are? Oh, Poor Village. Great. We've been looking for this place for hours. I'm Macaron, and this is Neanza von Whiskers. Our commander sent us here after receiving word that nearby monsters were causing a disturbance. Ah, soldiers from the capital city. Thank goodness you're finally here. That's right, we've been having some problems with monsters outside the village. Meh, they seem more aggressive lately, and it's causing us nothing but trouble when gathering resources from nearby areas. Nobody here can fight, so we needed to ask help from the capital city, or seek help even. Don't worry, Chief, from now on, we'll take care of these problems, so you can live in peace. Alright, thank you very much, I feel safer knowing you are here now. It's getting late, please feel free to stay the night at our house if you'd like. Oh, that's okay, Chief. Actually, we already have a place to stay. Do you know the way to Uncle Payne's old place? Are you one of Payne's relatives? Oh yes, Neanza is his grandchild. Why is he called Uncle? Not Grandpa Payne then. It's a pity we couldn't visit him when he was still around. I hope you wouldn't mind us staying at his old house for a while. Bah, do not worry, brave soldiers. Payne Thunderbun was one of the kindest men I ever knew. I know he'd be glad to let you stay. You're a relative after all. Please follow me. I'll show you the way to his old house. So, just to let you know, as we get into the house here, there is a certain balance of fighting to farming, and farming seems to be something that might be coming in a little, just a slight bit later in the game. So, just to temper expectations there. Okay, so Chief Oliver says it might look shabby from the outside, but it is quite spacious and comfortable within, like a TARDIS. I hope you enjoy your stay here. As long as there are comfy beds, it'll be perfect. Thanks for bringing us here, Chief. You must be tired from your journey. I won't keep you any longer. Please rest. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Night. Let's go home, Erin. Good night, Macaron. Good night, Neanza. I love music. It's so good. We're finally here. Let's go inside and get some rest. My feet hurt. Gosh. Alright, let's go to bed. We'll have a bit of an explore in the morning. So you can save at this book here. You can change your appearance over here. I'm going to be a calico because I have a calico cat. So it feels only right. I can save. So we've saved at day 1 here, so I can... I'll just have to remember the 50-minute game is not the current one. Because I have a feeling I'm going to want to do more than 1 episode. I don't know how long the demo goes on for. But I will try and play as much as I can and show you as much as I can. And I think it might take more than 1 episode to properly show this off. Alright, so it is the morning time. So I want to get to at least parts where I can maybe show you farming. But as I say, I don't know if the demo does cover that or not. I haven't played enough yet to know. So I'll show you around actually. It looks like we've got some kind of like storage boxes here. This one looks to be locked. And these 2 look to be damaged. We don't seem to have any kind of like farming tools or anything like that at the moment. But there's a lot of rocks and things that need to be dug up from the field. We don't have a hoe or any seeds to plant or anything like that. So I'm figuring that that's really not what we need to be doing just yet. Not this second. We've got some more story to get through first. And like I say, I think that's more of a secondary thing to the quest line and the fighting in this one. So, what's wrong, Tim? Did something happen? Monsters chased. We show up just in time. Good morning, everyone. Did something happen? You don't look so good. Ah, young soldiers, good morning. I hope you're well rested. Our provisioner here seems quite troubled with something. Take a deep breath, Tim, then tell us what happened. I was on the way back from picking up some goods for the shop. When I reached By River Field, I was surprised by a group of orcs, as if they were waiting for me. I was so scared, Chief. I dashed away as quickly as I could before they could get me. But I left my bag behind. It has the things you, Miss Apple, and Sage Albie requested. What am I supposed to do? 'Tis okay, Tim. At least you're not hurt. That's the most important thing right now. So we need to go get the bag and then do all of Tim's deliveries. No doubt. It's that kind of game. Young soldiers, I'm sorry for this sudden request. Would you be willing to help Timmy locate his things? As I mentioned, none of us here can fight, so you're our only hope. Soldiers, you can fight? Please, friends, please help me get my bag back. Alright, Chief, we'll help Timmy out. Besides, it's a tad strange that orcs decided to venture outside of their territory. I sure hope it isn't the calamity. We need to determine the cause and report to our commander. Very well, please, always be on your guard. I've heard nasty things about these bleating orcs. Tim, do you have any remaining supplies? Yes, I still have some croissants on me. Here, please take these. Eating them will replenish your health. Sorry for the trouble, friends. Please be careful. Thank you. Please wait for our return. Now, I'm gonna duck past anything except what I need to do for my quest for now. And so I can try and get on a little bit quicker. And the stronger I am, the easier it'll be to kill things anyway. So, and like I say, I don't actually know how leveling up and things works yet at all, or even if it does, or whether it's a case of you have to have better items or something. But at the moment, I've got this much health, this much attack power, physical defense, magical defense, movement speed is quite good. Critical chance isn't great, and my critical damage is good, but I have no chance of doing a critical. You do also have left button is you can see you've got those green crystals at the top there underneath the health bar, and it looks like you use 3 of those to do a power attack with your left button. So at the moment that's the only one I have to use, and that's fine. And then you use your arrow keys with your thumb, with your left thumb to so the arrow across to the left is to take a croissant, which is a healing item. So I haven't actually done that attack yet, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through to where the quest is and try and do it as fast as possible so we can just get on and see as much of the game as we can. So I'm not going to kill things on the way. You can easily run past these things most of the time. There's also like a boss down here that I wasted a ton of time killing earlier. This one. Really tanky and better off left until maybe you get more defense or I love that the gooeys have little, they have little things. Yeah, but leave those guys until later, because I'm sure that later on you're going to have better equipment or more attack. And that big slime is an absolute bullet sponge. It's an absolute health sponge, so it's a bit of a nightmare. Okay, so we've got an Orc Soldier here. Just gonna run around him. I'm gonna go. So what you want to do is just hit, roll. Hit from behind if you can. Done. No damage taken. Perfect. Press Y to lock on target. I don't like locking the targets in this. I actually prefer just to... just to aim, honestly. Seems to work fine. Yeah, I think I'm going to be more of a manual girl with that one, definitely. So you've got a nice little chest here that has some apples in it. Lovely. I think I can take them for some extra health. And as far as I could tell around here, there was nothing else to really explore. A couple of caves and things that I can't really go in yet. It looks like the only way forward is down that way, and I don't think I'm allowed to go there yet anyway. And they'll be blocked off with a red dotted line if you're not allowed to go through it yet. Definitely making faster progress than in my little trial run. Definitely. I might find that this means that later on I have to grind, but at the moment I just want to get through things. And if I have extra weapons or abilities or whatever, it's only going to help me kill these guys later. So yeah, I would advise at the early stages just to run past them. I'm going to have a little drink of Coke. Nom nom nom. Drinking my Coke and I'm like running around like, ah! It's not Coke, it's Pepsi. Am I like one of the only people that doesn't really care about the difference between those two? Some people are like really fussy about it and others are just like, I can't really tell the difference. I just know that I prefer flavoured things to water. I'm terrible at that. I am such a child. Right, so we have done that. So let's go and see Timmy and let him know that we've got his bag and all is well in the world. And steal stuff out of this chest. Oops, wrong one. Hello, Timmy. Oh, my bag. Thanks so much. You're my saviour. I got 100 poor pennies. You're curious about the orc's behaviour. I'm sorry, friends. I don't know much about it either. It surprised me too. But maybe, just maybe, Sage Albie might know something about this. Oh, right. You've never met him before, have you? He's the village wise man. The most knowledgeable person I've ever met. I heard he used to be a professor at the Royal Academy. Even though I studied there, he never taught any of my classes. And none of the other professors ever seemed to talk about him. Do you want to meet him? I'm certain he can give you some information about what's happening. He lives on the outskirts of the village. The forest entrance, to be exact. While you're at it, perhaps you could bring him this package. It's some stuff he requested from me. Don't lose it, alright? See, I knew I'd be delivering your parcels. Now I need to get organised and go deliver some packages myself. Oh, you do some yourself. You'll do the ones in the village, and I'll do the one that's like in the middle of the forest. I see how it is. If you ever need supplies, don't hesitate to come to my shop. See you again, friends. So what's in your shop then? Eggs, milk, flour, and oil. So that looks like cooking ingredients. But it doesn't look like you'll sell me an actual croissant. Hello, did you have a good rest? Please talk to the other villagers if you need something in particular, kid. So I might have to go and have a chat and see what's for sale at the stores and things like that. But I'm kind of going to just follow the quest line and then see if it brings me into the whole farming thing later on. Because I don't know if I'm really meant to be doing it yet. So let's just run up to the forest entrance and go and do that little bit. But yeah, I'm liking this so far. As I say, it might just take a little bit of remembering to, and I think the other thing is if you put it down and leave it for a while, it might take a lot of getting used to if you've picked up a lot of abilities and you have to use every button on the controller for it. That's probably just me. I don't tend to play a lot of games that are very button heavy in that way. Okay, excuse me. Who are you? Says Sage Albie. Oh, sorry to bother you. We're here to deliver you a package. I don't know you. Go away. But you know the village provisioner. He asked us to bring this package to you. We're telling you the truth. Give me the package and leave. You're always this grisly, Sage. We were told that you'd know more about why monsters are becoming more aggressive. I'm sorry if it's rude to bring it up when we've just met, but you're supposed to have worked at the Royal Academy. Timmy said so. You of all people must be very curious about it. We're trying to get as much information as we can to figure out how to deal with it. That's at least what the scholars in the city would do. Oh, sorry, we haven't properly introduced ourselves, and here I am questioning you. We're soldiers from the capital city assigned to protect Poor Village from monsters. I don't trust anyone claiming to be from the capital city. Leave immediately. But why? What happened? As far as I'm aware, the Empire rules well, both the city and the wider territory. Well, sometimes our commanders can be a bit harsh, I won't lie about that. But what they're doing is for the people's sake. You are but mere cubs you cannot understand. The only thing that matters to the Empire is power and how to conquer the world with it. You are their subjects. You say you're here to help us for now, but in the future, who knows? Perhaps they'll tell you to arrest someone who defies them. Like, did you get arrested for defying them, Sage Albie? What? Look, Sage, I don't know what happened between you and the Empire, but I assure you that our purpose is to protect the people. We promise to maintain peace. If you find out that we're lying to you, you can drive us out of here by force. ... Don't worry, Nyan, I wouldn't let anyone harm you. Why? Why have they sent you here? We don't need any help. We can bear the responsibility of defending the village ourselves. That's funny because he's a bear. Oh, no you can't. It was Chief Oliver who sent the request to the Royal Guard in the first place. He's worried that people won't be able to live normally if the situation continues. Why were we assigned to this place? Because I lost a bet with Commander Blue. Not again. It wasn't like that. Commander Blue thought it might be easier to adapt to the area if we were assigned a place that our family was from. How I wish Uncle Payne was with us right now so I wouldn't have to deal with this pesky Sage. Did you say Payne? You knew Payne Thunderbun? Oh gosh, why hadn't I thought of that earlier? I'm just going to get it out of the way now. At some point, if it tells me to say that name too many times, I am going to eventually say Thunderbum, okay? So just we're going to get that out of the way. Oh gosh, why hadn't I thought of that earlier? Yes, we knew him. You didn't know he had a grandchild? Now you'll believe us? Grandchild? You're his grandchild? Me? Do I look like Uncle Payne? Was he as round and pink as I am? It's Nyanza, of course. Though you might notice they're from different species. I assure you, they're the same family, though. Very well. If you're indeed his grandchild, you should have some idea about what happened between the scholars and the Empire. What? We've never heard anything about it. Our commander certainly hasn't told us anything. Do you know anything about it, Nyan? Nothing. So, they haven't told you. Very well, take this. Mysterious book +1. If you really are Payne's grandchild, you'll know what this is and how to use it. Come back to me once you've figured it out. Now begone. Okay, we have begun now. We have been banished. Ugh, that annoying, arrogant sage. Why would he be so rude? This doesn't look like an ordinary book. Any idea what it is? Should we ask Timmy? He might know something. Okay, so we are going to go and find Timmy. So back to town we go. These guys will just respawn and respawn and respawn. So there's no point in trying to clear them out. That's the sort of good thing that you learn when you do a little test run. It's like, well, is it worth actually clearing these guys out? Is that just going to waste my time and mean that I end up spending less time on the story? And that does seem to be the case right now. Although, as I say, it might mean that later on I'll have to grind to get levels. Although, like I say, I haven't really seen much in the way of how the level ups work or anything like that. Or whether there even is a leveling system. So, if I'm not getting EXP for killing them, then I may as well leave them be. If they're not harming anyone. Looks like I'll be able to farm them later, a little bit like I did in Squirrel Town. Do you guys remember Squirrel Town? That was a cool little game. Okay, so I'm just heading on down to my farm. Oh, no, not farm. I'm getting ahead of myself. Need to see Timmy on the way, don't we? Timmy just up here. Hello. Mumble. Oh, hello, my friends. Looking for something? Huh? You're not here to shop? Then how can I help? Assessing a mysterious item, you say? Let me see. Is this really yours? Where did you get it? You don't know what it is, huh? I thought someone from the city would be better informed. This, my friends, is a spellbook. Items like this are forbidden, you know. You must have heard of magic wielders, surely. They're no mere rumour, I tell you. If they were, why would the Empire make some ridiculous law forbidding magic use? Simply owning a spellbook is breaking the law. You could get accused of attempting treason. Don't worry, I'm not going to report you or anything. Besides, you're more likely to report it to your superiors. But I beg you, please don't do that. I knew someone who could perform magic and he wasn't evil at all. He kept the village safe from monsters after the city decided to abandon Rivero Fortress. That's why I knew that magic isn't something to be feared. It's not like what you hear in the city. Ugh, I don't know if I should tell you much more about it. I suggest you go home and read the book. See if it changes your mind. At least then, if you decide to arrest the owner of this spellbook, you know precisely what it contains. Not just because you're following some stupid law. Okay, let's go home then and figure out the book. So do you sell tasty gnomes, Mrs. Apple? Oh yes, Mrs. Apple sells some very... And once we've done some more quests, we can get more. Nice. So I could get quite a few croissants, but I didn't have to use any croissants in that quest where I was given quite a few. So if I can keep avoiding taking damage, then I should be a-okay. Oh, and it's getting quite late now. Let's head back in and have a look at this book then. Okay, so we're back home. Have a look at the dusty old book. And surprise, surprise. Can you guess what it is yet? Did you make the correct decision? Do you desire to unleash the power within you? I wish only for your safety, after all. Quest complete. A spellbook. Magical skills unlocked. Obtain skill. Fireball. That'll be useful. Progress has been saved, so from now on we can do a fireball. I thought you were studying the book, but you fell asleep. Gosh. Huh? Did you have a weird dream? Unleash your power? What power? I'm guessing I'm a magic user. Perhaps it means... Let's go outside, Nyan, or were you planning to destroy the roof above our heads? You really are a good-for-nothing grandchild, aren't you? So left trigger. So left button is for my special ability there, look. And then left trigger. Maybe I need to do it on the target practice dudes. Well, that worked well. So we got some quite powerful abilities there. Gosh, Nyan, you just used magic. Does that mean Uncle Ping was a magician? That pesky sage must know. Let's go find him. So that's probably where lock-ons are useful, is to make sure that you are getting the right target for your powers. So when you're just normally fighting, you probably don't want to do that. But when you're probably like shooting a fireball at someone and don't want to miss, lock is probably quite useful. Okay. That's back to the sage then, is it? wonder how quickly those things like regenerate if they do. So we've got 5 there right now. So remember 5, and we'll see if after a while we get 6, or whether it's not the case. Whether you only get a certain amount before you have to sleep, because that would make sense with like special effects like that, special abilities. You'd want to keep them for like bosses and stuff, I think. But if they regenerate over time, then maybe not so much. Again, I'm just gonna run straight past these guys. Go right up to the forest entrance. Not worry about them. And go and chat to Sage, because that way we get through things a little bit faster. You've seen me fight. You don't need to see that again too much, unless I have to. So. Hello, Albie. Sage Albie. We need to chat. Oh, it's you. Have you figured it out? Really? I never expected you to be so efficient. That young provisioner helped you. No wonder. Still, I'm impressed by your courage. You aren't fully grasping the situation, and yet you continue to press on. I'm not sure whether that's smart or careless. Very well, I'll answer your questions. What do you want to know about the book? Scholars from the Royal Academy examined the relics and used their power to create spellbooks. They thought that we could use the same power that enraged the monsters to defeat them. Unfortunately, they stumbled upon a new problem. Not anyone can become a magic wielder, a person who can recite the knowledge of the spellbooks to control magic. Magic needs a vessel that's strong enough to hold its power. Your grandfather, Pain Thunderbun, was one of a few people who could. This is probably the reason why you can also harness the magic contained in the spellbook. The problem we face now is that there are no magic wielders remaining as far as I know. You must be familiar with the anti-magic laws the Empire has imposed. Magic use was banned shortly after they succeeded in defeating the monster uprising. Oh, so use them and then ban them. Lovely. There's no time. We need to move quickly. I still don't trust you completely, but you're the most suitable person to bear this task. We must gather the relics. Do you have the courage for this quest? Of course. Thank you. Allow me to explain what you need to do. We need to retrieve the ancient relics. My colleagues sealed them away within several dungeons. To avoid discovery, they decided not to disclose their whereabouts. I think I know where one is already, possibly. I believe there's a dungeon nearby. That's where we should begin the search. Before you go, you must remember the most important thing. Do not let anyone else know about this, not even your superiors. Everything we've discussed in this cottage you must keep to yourself. It will be dangerous for you, me, and the entire village if anyone associated with the Empire were to find out about this. We must be careful. Your safety is the utmost priority after all. We don't want to lose our only hope of restoring peace, do we? Good luck. Okay. Skills. Sword skills, rapid thrust. Bow skills, triple shot. Fire magic, fireball equipped. Earth magic empty, wind magic empty, and water magic empty. Oh, interesting. I don't have a bow at the moment, so I figure it's probably not worth me complicating my buttons any more than I already am. The chest there, I need a copper key for that. Okay. Looking around all of his stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go see. I think I know where one dungeon is. I think I even know where possibly a second one is. Yeah, I haven't gotten back any of those points yet, so I imagine they come back with sleep. I'm gonna quickly open this. Then run away. I got coal. Nice. Ah, okay. Yeah, I think I know where one is. Okay, so I think it might be through here. I'm sure I've seen like some kind of dungeon entrance somewhere nearby. I'm sure I have. Where was it? In fact, one thing I could do is to... Oh man, there's so many blinking enemies nearby. Don't have a chance to do anything. Right, okay, this looks a little bit more... It's a map. Yeah, it is. It's in West Portfield. So if I went into like my inventory, I went into my inventory here. It usually tells you. Sometimes the quest giver doesn't tell you where things are, but it will tell you quite often in the quest log. So head to River Cave in West Portfield and get a relic of power. So hopefully this one won't be too awful. I was gonna say I was sure that I'd seen a dungeon around here. Get away from me. Sometimes they look sad that you ran away, I swear. But I'm gonna just quickly use this checkpoint for a little save, and then we'll head in. Hope that I have a second to gather my thoughts before we have to fight too much. I heard the monsters in this dungeon are stronger than those outside. Do you think we'll find an ancient relic in here? What if we've been tricked and died in vain? No, no, no. I won't let that happen. We need to survive Nyan and show the sage we're capable of this task. Okay. So, yeah, we still have, like... Okay. So the boxes are full of, like, money and stuff. Okay, cool. I don't know what these guys are about, but we'll maybe fight them. Well, at least they drop things to help, which is quite nice of them. At least they do that. So those apples should help me get some better stuff. So I'm hoping maybe I can even get that first relic within my first episode. And that would be really amazing. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the hang of the whole stop, drop and roll thing, aren't I? Oh, look, there's a nice chest there. I wonder what's in that. Some more apples. What are we on? We're only 37 minutes in, actually. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. That's definitely give me a good 15-20 minutes to explore this dungeon. Before I need to finish the episode, which isn't too bad. Okay, so this looks like dungeon floor number 2. I don't know how many floors there'll be. 2F. Oh, we've got mushrooms here, have we? Okay. Hello, mushroom guy. If I don't have to use my special attacks, then that is kind of ideal. Might as well get all the goodies out of there. Give me goodies. 5 poor pennies. I'll save them up. Okay, so we definitely need to be fighting these guys. I'm just hitting B anytime I see a triangle, and it seems to work pretty well so far. Triangle equals B. Triangle equals B. I will mess it up at some point, though. But the less I mess it up, the less I need to use cross arms. So, and then the less money I need to spend, which is awesome. So basically, like, being good at this game is being good at dodging. So it seems, anyway. Okay, I'm gonna run up to you and instantly dodge, because you want to attack me like all the blinking time. Okay, the shroomy is dead. I got a vengeful soul +1. Cool. Oh, I should have checked if there's like any like chests or anything. I don't feel like I checked in there very well. 3F. I'm getting a good collection of apples, which will be helpful if I get into any like boss fights or anything. Sorry, I'm being a little quiet, possibly. I'm trying to concentrate on my dodges here. It's good that you can hit two at once as well. So far, I haven't lost a single health point, and I'm quite proud of that, even if I do get to the point where... Portobello mushrooms, very nice. Even if I do get to the point where I do take a hit, I'm sure I will at some point. I feel like quite happy about how well I've done so far. Usually what happens, I've sort of made a mental note to myself not to do this, is that I get a little bit like, ooh, 100 poor pennies, very nice. I get a little bit, ooh, a blue one, nice. Oh, I need a silver key, okay. Ooh. What happens is I get a little bit overconfident, and I'm like, oh, I can do 6 hits instead of 5 or something. So I just got to be really careful. Oh. Why can't I get past that? Is there something else I need to kill? Well, that chest. Or is that like... Is that the end of the demo then, maybe? You're not allowed to get past that for the demo. Or is it that I didn't kill this bird? So I don't know what these red bits are all about. I'm not allowed... Oh, that's the way back, and I'm not allowed back. Okay, well... There's definitely got to be more to it then, hasn't there? So I've been down here. Got that out. Oh, okay. Yeah, now I've killed all the dudes. It's gone away. That's fine. It looks like, yeah, I have to have silver keys to be able to open those other ones up. So it's rather quiet here. That's strange. Wait, something's here. Get ready. So this is a West Poorfield checkpoint. And you can go from here back to Poor Village. Alright, so there's a big, gigantic mushroom. Yay! I'm sure this is going to be fun. Sorry if I don't talk here. Yay! River Dungeon boss is defeated! Used all of my cool abilities. Oh, that was tough. Phew, that guy was no fun. I'm guessing that every relic has a guardian like this. We should ask the sage about it. Anyway, let's retrieve the relic and get out of here quickly, Nyan. Probably go home, go to bed, do a little save, and then... Oh, I've got a copper key. Ooh, so I can open that chest in Thingy's house. Nice. Investigate. In the sage's house, I mean. Albus. Or Alba, was it? I can't remember his name properly. Oh, it's terrible. But yay, look, we've got the relic. Dun, 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 dun. Relic of power has been retrieved by me. Oh, and I'm back up to full thingy points. All right, well let's teleport our way back to Poor Village. I'm quite pleased to have a teleport. And, so what do we need to do now? We need to talk to Alba again, probably. Let's have a quick look at our quests. Report to Sage Albi. Albi, not Albus, or Alba, or Alab. Okay. Trying to work out if I've got time to go and talk. I mean, it's obviously far too late at night now anyway, so let's go back to our little cottage and go to sleep. And I think what I'm going to do is end it there. And then next time, I know it's a total tease, but next time we'll find out a little bit more, I think. Well, I'm enjoying this enough to want to know the story. I don't know about you guys. So I think I'm going to be giving this a couple of episodes. And by the way, any of you wanting to know about the episodes and things before the Steam festival came, I think it's Next Fest it's called. Before this came out, I was obviously doing quite a few things. They will be resuming after the 22nd when the event is over, and obviously then the demos won't be available. So they are taking a bit of priority. So we'll be doing a castle flipper. We'll be doing, if we do a little return to Pumpkin Days maybe, that will be at that point. So I'll see where I'm at on the 22nd and what I've got to do. Okay, so we're gonna do a little save. And I'm gonna go to bed. Probably should save after I go to bed. Oh well, never mind. And we're going to say goodbye there. So we found the first relic. I think that's a really good amount of progress to have done in one episode. I'm feeling very proud of myself. I feel proud of getting through that whole dungeon without taking a single point of damage. How good is that? I'm getting very good at pressing the B button when I see a triangle. It's awesome. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, then please do leave me a like below. If you'd like to see more Kitaria, please subscribe. I'll let you know when the videos are out. I hope to see you next time. In the meantime, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.